Okay, so I would like to start the night with a few words from our platinum sponsor, TPI Polene Power Plc Limited. The TPI Group has rebranded itself into T Technology, P Product, I Innovations. The firm's motto is "We build the future," anchoring on technology to deliver world-class quality products with innovation, enhancing customer values proposition via over 5,000 SKUs product portfolio. The organization is firmly committed to conducting business in a sustainable manner, embracing biocircular green economy while adhering to the ESG, environmental and social and governance precepts. In 2025, the company also aims to begin a power plant renovation project, or TGE, that is, will switch from a coal fuel to waste fuel instead of 9 to 100%. So resulting in the production of electricity from waste fuel energy, which is clean energy. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome Mr. Pakkapol Leopairut, Executive Vice President of TPI Polene Power.
Good evening, everyone. I am Pakkapol Leopairut. I'm the Executive Vice President of TPI Polene Power Plc Limited, or TPIPP. We are a subsidiary in the TPI Polene Group of companies. Our motto is, of course, we build the future. And first, I will introduce the company, and then I will kind of tell you our current projects and what we do to actually build a better future for the future generations. Okay, so to not waste your time, let's get started. First, as the MC just mentioned, we stand for T is technology. We are determined to use the best technology and the latest techniques to conduct our businesses. And P, products. We promise to always to produce the best products, world class, to answer all of our customers' needs in life. And last one, I, innovation. We focus on innovation because innovation to innovate new techniques, new technology to produce the best products. So this is how everything intertwines together, but everything starts with I, innovation. Our vision and mission, we aim to be the leader in all of the areas that we are into. We aim to be a carbon neutral company, but most of all, we have to grow with the principle of CSR and ESG, but most importantly, we have to be a sustainable company with the BCG economy, and that's our final goal. Our company has a long history, starts all the way back in the 1970s. So over 40 years of experience. We start with the petrochemical business, then move to construction material, energy, and now organic fertilizer business also. Okay, this is to give you a little size of our business. The numbers on the left column, that's the number in 2021, and the numbers on the right, that's the number in 2022. That's the third quarter. However, I analyze it, so divide by 3 times 4. So the total revenue in 2022 is expected to be around 53.2 billion. The net profit expected to be around 9.2 billion. The total assets back in September 30th, that is 140 billion baht. And our total equity back then is 62.35 billion, approximately. Just to give you a little size of our company. And our business units, we have the construction material, cement, concrete, fiber cement, concrete roof tile, lightweight concrete blocks, orderless paints, and all that. Our specialty polymer, I will explain later why we call it specialty polymer, not just a normal polymer. And the energy business, of course, we focus on waste-to-energy power plants. and then also the agricultural business and the healthcare products also. The construction materials, just to give you some highlights in that, as of right now, we're the first and the only stucco producer in Thailand. We're the first and the only cement producer that uses MSW as an alternative fuel instead of purely coal. And we're the only one in Thailand to do that. And we also link our quarry to our factory site by using conveyor belt instead of using diesel trucks. And that saves us around 3 million liters of diesel per year. And not only that, we also, when the rocks are coming down the hill, we also use those rocks to turn our turbine. So we actually, so we're actually so we just innovate the first ever in the world, a rock power plant pretty much. So, and that produced around 1 million kilowatt hours of electricity. Not only that, for our concrete business, we're the first and the only producer right now to still use fly ash instead of cement in the production process. And we're the first and the only furniture board door frame producer from fiber cement. And we're the first and the only producer who has a fast drying and odorless paint for all kinds of surfaces. And for the specialty polymer, we start off with, of course, LDPE, which is just a normal polymer. The difficulty level is very low, but again, also the profit is very low. But then we move on to EVA for film and coating, which is a little more difficult, but it's also a little more profit. But lately, we have been focusing more on the latest type of EVA for solar film and for coating. And of course, that is the most difficult one, but also the most profitable products. The renewable energy, we are the first power plant to use a zero waste policy, which means all the waste that comes in, we will use 100% of it. Nothing can leave the factory once they come in. And we're also the first and the only waste to energy SPP, or small power plant, which means we're the only waste to energy power plant that has more than 10 megawatt capacity as of right now. And agriculture and healthcare products, we have innovate our own Bionox, which is a high alkaline power drink that can stunt a viral growth, of course, including the coronaviruses. And we also have the ProVita, which is a probiotic drink that helps with your digestion also. And our current projects, what are we actually doing right now? In the cement side, on the left side, we are switching from coal to MSW, municipal solid waste, or just waste. We start back in 2021, and that project should be done. We're at the very last stage of that. That project should be done in the first quarter of 2023. However, we're not going to switch all of that because some of that still has to be coal. And also we are phasing out the remaining diesel trucks, and we will switch them to EV trucks. We already switch most of them in 2022, but the entire fleet will be done by 2025. And on the right side, for our power plant side, we also will be phasing out our coal. As of right now, some of our power plant are still using coal, and we will switch all of that to MSW or waste, and that we already started the switch back in 2022, and we divide into 6 phases. The last phase, or the 6th phase, should be done around second quarter of 2025. And so by the end of 2025, our power plant will be a coal-free, zero carbon company. And we're also starting the operation of VSPP, which is power plant that use waste to energy but less than 10 megawatt, and those will start around 2024. That is actually better than just one in one spot, because then the waste around the factory can go into the factory, but the waste outside around the country can go to that little small power plants. And this is what we aim for. Back in 2021, the cement company produced around 8.7 million tons of carbon dioxide equivalent. The TPIPP, the power plant side, however, they are using waste. By using waste, we're eliminating methane. Methane is 21 times more harmful than carbon dioxide. So in the power plant side, back in 2021, the actual numbers were actually getting rid of around 1.7 million tons of carbon dioxide equivalent. So that comes to around 7 million tons of carbon dioxide that the entire group generate. Now, in 2024, with other projects here, we will be finally a carbon-free company by 2024. We will produce 8 million, getting rid of around 8 million, and we'll be a carbon-free, a carbon-neutral company by 2024. But not only that, by 2026, according to our estimation, the cement company will produce around 8 million. But the power company would be able to get rid of 9.75 million tons of carbon dioxide equivalent. So all of that comes to, so by 2026, we will be 1.72 million tons, not over the carbon neutral, we'll be better than carbon neutral by 1.72 million tons of carbon dioxide equivalent by 2026. You might say, okay, that's carbon dioxide, getting rid is good, but what does that mean to the whole community? They said one picture is worth 1,000 words. Up at the top, that's the Nakhon Ratchasima landfill back in 2017, before they start to access to go in and help them. The picture on the top right, that's the same landfill in 2022. Notice the roads, notice the fence, notice the electricity pole. It's the exact same location, just 5 years apart. We already get rid at least half of the waste in the Nakhon Ratchasima landfill. If the municipality gives us 5 more years, we can guarantee that we will get rid of all the waste in that landfill easily. And after we get rid of that landfill, the local government can use it for hospital, police station, public parks, department store, or anything that would be more economically more valuable than just a landfill. And the pictures at the bottom, that is Chonburi landfill sites back in 2017 and also in 2022. Pretty much the same. We have get rid of almost all the waste already. All the awards that we have got, both TPIPL and TPIPP, we have been selected as Thailand's Sustainable Investment List, both companies, by the Stock Exchange of Thailand. Both companies got a 4-star corporate governance rating. And both companies also get the Asia's Greatest Brand Award in 2022 and 2023 by Asia One magazine. And last but not least, we have a very concrete succession plan. On the left is Mr. Prashai, Mr. Prateep, and Dr. Pramon. They are the current management team of the group right now. However, we have a very concrete succession plan with Mr. Pakorn and with Mr. Pakorn, Dr. Pergit, who will come up here pretty soon, and me, myself. We are the successors of or maybe the new management board in the future. Okay, so that would come to the end of my presentation. I hope I give you a taste of what we're trying to do and who we are. Hopefully, we answer all your questions. Now I would give the stage back to the MC. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pakkapol Leopairut, Executive Vice President of TPI Polene Power Public Company Limited.